As you can see, I'm focused on some ceramic. It's all Indian ceramic, and the lady who actually does it, her name is B. Chavez. And B, you've been doing this for 20 years, huh?
For about 20 years.
Oh, so you really enjoy doing it?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I noticed, I think you do a lot of different shows, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And the name of the organization you're with?
It's El Valle Art Association.
El Valle Arts Association. And as a matter of fact, you had mentioned on camera and other times before that you actually organized it, you and your brother started it.
Me, my brother, and a few other people started, we got together at Sawmill Village. And we started it about in 1972.
1972?
Yes.
Well, that's
we're about 40 years old.
That's right. That's a great history. 40 years of organization existing, especially with creative people. You know how creative people sometimes,
Yes.
everybody has their own input and working together. It's really great all those years. So that must be a great feeling to realize that it existed that long.
Yes, it has.
That's great.
And it is a good feeling.
I mean, it's a good feeling too, especially, art is so paramount in the country and the world, If it wasn't for art, I think we'd really have even a worse society than we do now. So many bad things going on. I think its only outlet is art, And your art right here, ceramics, it's really colorful, but there's quite a process. Why don't you explain that process a little bit?
Well, you pour the slip into molds. You let it sit for a while. You pour the liquid out of the mold, and then you let it sit for a little while longer, and then you open up the mold and you have greenware. That's what it's called, greenware.
Yeah.
And then after it dries, the following day, then you clean it up with a little tool and wet sponges, and then you fire it in a kiln. And it's fired automatically, the thing will shut off, and the following day you open up this kiln and you have ceramics.
Ceramics. What's really beautiful is, I think, one of the beautiful part of it is, besides the process, is their painting. The painting's really pretty on this stuff.
Well,
you paint it?
Yes.
When
it comes out of the kiln, it's white.
Yeah, well, sure.
It's white. When it goes into the kiln, it's gray.
But that Indian lady with the wings there, I mean, that is really pretty. I mean, and you must have a really steady hand.
Yeah, it helps. It helps.
Yes, I mean, that's really done very nice, and then the children ones too, And I was talking to you off camera. You really had some interesting things to say about your past history here in the community. And you were actually born in Jerome.
Yes.
You went to school there.
Yes.
And your father worked in the mines, and you seen it become a ghost town.
Yes.
What a incredible history. So you're one of the few people that I've ever known that actually lived in Jerome or was born there.
There's still a few people that were born in Jerome that still live here in the Verde Valley. And I mean, we're friends, and it's a great feeling to be born in Jerome and still live here in the community close to Jerome.
Oh, definitely. It's a great thing to have a person on camera even talking about it, So you had fun running around Jerome when it was still a going community.
Yes.
And that must have been great for a kid, because that's kind of a fun place anyway, all the hideouts and things like that, huh?
It was a full-grown town, and you could come, because a lot of the business was down here in Cottonwood,
right.
Clarkdale and Cottonwood, and it was a good feeling that you could come down to Cottonwood and leave your door open, never close your front door.
Isn't that something back then?
And you knew that your house was going to be intact the same way you left it.
Yeah, exactly. So when you came to Cottonwood or Camp Verde, there was nothing there?
There was Camp Verde. There was Jerome, Clarkdale, Cottonwood, Camp Verde, and Sedona.
But it was all vacant land, mostly.
It was vacant land between Jerome and Clarkdale, Clarkdale and Cottonwood.
Right.
The last business in coming out of Clarkdale, what is now the Moose Lodge.
The Moose Lodge, okay, right back then,
And there was nothing until you came into Cottonwood, which is that gas station that burned down not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the business began.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Getting back to your art, So you've had a really good time doing your art, and you're able to sell some stuff here and there, make a little income, you know.
Yes.
But I imagine you must know everybody in the community.
Just about.
Just
Yes,
about.
just about. I might not know him by name.
You might know by name.
But I know him by sight.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure you know Ruben Hudegi.
Oh, yes.
You know him pretty good, huh? So, is there anything that you, about your organization, the art you'd like to say something about and maybe give out a phone number or how they get a hold of you, or if they want to get involved?
Well, they basically don't get involved with me to get into it, but they can call me and I might give them some information.
Oh, okay.
And my telephone number is 634-5749.
It's a 928 area code.
Yes.
Okay, 928 area code, okay. And I know that's where I met you at your committee meeting. You had a really nice group, and you still have your committee meeting at that church every month, you know, so people want to get involved there, you know. So where's your next show going to be?
My next show is going to be at the Senior Center off of 6th Street. And it'll be on, I believe, it's on a Saturday and Sunday. It's the 24th and 25th of this month.
Okay. You know, okay, great. You know, this is really a nice thing that Mary's doing here, the Dorona Cafe, you know, letting you showcase all your art, everybody's art, you know. Let me show what they're doing here. You know, it's really a nice thing that you're doing here. I mean, all this art on the walls. For a whole couple of months, really, huh? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's really, really nice. I mean, I don't know, there's too many places in town that do that.
I think she's the only one that does this. We hang paintings at the library.
Yeah, at the library?
Yes.
And also at one of the banks.
Yes.
What bank is that?
I don't remember what bank it is.
I know it's
and then at the physical center over on next to that Simon Mid, the physical ed place. Yeah. The physical therapy.
Physical therapy.
That's where they hang a couple of paintings also.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you, B. Chavez, and thank you for coming in today and your club, Valle. And hopefully we'll do some more things in the future. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you.
This is Richard Corey signing off with ArtWorldOfSedonaTV.com here in Cottonwood, Arizona at the Dorona Cafe. Thanks a lot. Art lovers, keep on create.